Ooh, that smells really good. Hey, Wagwan, everybody. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Baba Ja, and I'm glad you joined me back today. And I'm starting off with tea. I'm starting things off a little bit different in this video. This is actually how I used to start my other videos, and I loved it. It was slow, it was more authentic. So I think I'm going to get back into that rhythm and that flow. I love starting like this. I used to say, Wagwan, everybody. Welcome back to the Light of Jah, which is what it used to be called. I'm here to share the light that already exists within you and to remind you that you already have everything that you need inside of you, okay? And you know what I was just thinking about? Like, I love tea. And with me, tea has always been something that was never just an aesthetic, something that you're just drinking just to look, I guess, cool or whatever. It was like always to me something very special, something that was healing, that had healing properties that you would take, when you weren't in your best state. But I think we should always drink tea every day, to be honest. I'm on the wave of drinking tea, drinking herbs every day to heal myself. But anyways, that's not what this video is about. What this video is about today is understanding that we all are made up of dark and light. And what does that mean? Some people like to define it as good and bad, but what I like to say is polarity. I like to say that we have polar opposites within us. We have what you would say good and bad, like you would say love and hate. It's all existing within the world, and it exists within us. Let's taste the tea. Oh, that's good. It's aromatic. Not too strong. I like it. So good and bad exist within all of us. Good and bad, right? Because I honestly, like I said, I don't believe that there is good and bad, or, bad and evil, evil and good, whatever, right? I also am going to be eating my food today because I definitely just came from the gym and I haven't ate all day, and it is 2:30 now. I'll let you guys check it out. So we got some chickpeas and sweet potato. Delicious. Okay. So let's give it a taste. Very good. So I thoroughly believe that we have these polarities that exist within us because we are made up of elements. If you think down to the biological basis of a human being, where a human being is made up of elements, whether it be carbon, nitrogen, sulfur, any kind of element you can think of, right? We also our bodies need minerals to thrive, right? We need our electrolytes to function properly, for our brains to function properly. We need oxygen in order to keep circulating our life force within us, right? So we all have these elements that exist within us. And these elements can show up in, a multitude of ways. These elements can show up where they appear to be bad, where they appear to be on the dark side, but they are essential. They are essential to show us either the things that we need to work on, we need to heal, or they are essential in a way that we can use them to charge our lives, right? Let's say anger, for example. Anger is an element. Anger is a form of an element, a spirit, as I call them. I like to call elements spirits because we all have spirits that exist within us because those spirits are elements. And so these elements, these spirits that exist within us, such as anger, function within us and have a divine purpose. Sometimes something like anger has a purpose within you. You can use that anger to drive you, to be your force that gets you to complete a task, to get you to motivate yourself, to have internal drive, to get you to push forward past a certain point that you may have not gone past if you weren't using the element, the spirit of anger, which is also associated with its own personal element within you. So a big thing about learning how to understand that we all have these polarities that exist within us is learning how to work with the element. Like, how do we work with the elements, right? I think it's understanding in certain moments, knowing when, okay, maybe it's not time to use my spirit of anger. Maybe it's not time to use my spirit of fear. Maybe it's not time to use my spirit of anxiousness, because even anxiousness maybe can come in handy for us, because that anxiousness could be in the moments where we need it the most, when we need to keep ourselves out of danger. So that's why our spirit of anxiousness gets you know, it gets motivated within us. But in some moments we have to understand that, okay, I have to be the alchemical master within myself, meaning I control the chemicals, the elements within myself, because that's what an alchemist is. An alchemist is someone who can change and transmute the energy within them, and that's what you are. That's what I am. That's what each and every single one of us are here on earth. But we have to just tap into that certain energy. Most of the time, we don't even know that we have the power to control our internal environment, and we also have the power to slowly, functionally change how our external environment looks, because our external environment is shaped by our internal environment, right? So once you become the master, the alchemical master of your internal environment, nothing really can rock your wave, right? Because I struggle with this the most. Trying to really not allow external energy to mess with my chemical state, right? Because we all have chemical reactions going on within us. Every single day, every single moment, there's a chemical reaction happening. A chemical reaction happening in order to make me speak, to make me see, to make me think, right? Your body uses chemical reactions in order to function. So those spirits, those elements, those emotions use this exact same thing. Those spirits, those elements show up as emotions. Emotions are literally the physical human way that we experience those elements here on earth. And, you know, a lot of people speculate that that's the beauty and the downfall about being on earth. You literally get to experience the entirety of the universe. You get to experience the elements in an emotional state. You get to experience love, the universal element of every single person. You get to experience that. The life force love energy, which I like to really associate with carbon, but that's just me. Because carbon gives life to all, you know, organic life here on earth. And it's associated, you know, with life. And life is love. So I like to associate carbon with love, but, you know, others speculate differently. This sweet potato is really good with this. Very good, very good. So, why does this matter anyway, right? Like, some of you may be sitting here like wondering, like, why does this matter? Why does it matter if, you know, we understand that there's polarity inside of us, that we are light and we are dark, or we are the light amongst the darkness, you know? That's the name and the title of my book, by the way. You can pre-order it down at the link below if you want to learn more information about this stuff, because I feel so deeply, and I still am researching to this day about why we have to understand that we are light and we are dark, and both of those things matter, and how we have to control the elements within us, how we have to understand that God is not something that exists outside of us. God is something that exists within us. We have to know that we are polarity. We are the light and the darkness. We are all of the elements. We are the feminine and the masculine. And when you say light and dark, that's feminine and masculine right there. So the light and the life being the masculine and the dark being the feminine, you know? And it's not saying the feminine is dark or, you know, bad, but it's saying sometimes the thing that you need to do in order to bring life is you have to tap into your feminine energy a lot of the time. And many of the elements are associated by either a masculine or a feminine energy. And sometimes we do have to dig deep into that darkness in order to find our light, right? In order to be able to become into the life energy, because there is no life without darkness first, okay? Before there came life, there was darkness first. Even the Bible says that. Before there was light, there was darkness first. And we said, let there be light. And yes, there is light. Before a seed sprouts out into the world, where is it growing? In darkness. Before a baby is born from the womb of the parent, of the mother, where is the baby kept? In a cocoon of darkness, in amniotic fluid. That's another thing too. But so we have to understand that nothing is inherently good and nothing is inherently bad. We are all things. We are all elements, right? And we try so hard just to be in the light, love and light. Love and light, right? Love and light. We try so hard just to be in the light when we should, to be honest, we should be hidden that dark. That's why it's called shadow work. People are afraid of the feminine, especially, us men. Very afraid of the feminine. No one wants to tap into the feminine because you know what happens in the feminine? We hide our trauma in the feminine. And it gets exposed eventually, especially when someone is reflecting back to you the things that you need to work on because they can see your shadow. Oh, yeah. The feminine can be a dark place, but we need to tap into that dark feminine energy in order to know how to balance all of our energy. You know how they talk about the chakras, right? They only talk about the 7 main chakras, but there's so many chakral centers in the body, over 100. And sometimes one chakra has thousands, hundreds of chakras within that chakra, meaning just energy centers, meaning just spirits, right? Chakras are energy centers. Energy centers are spirits, and those spirits have other spirits that exist within them. And so that dark feminine energy actually can be associated with the pineal gland. What does the pineal gland secrete? It secretes melanin, the darkness, right? The Akashic records, the unknown knowledge, the hidden secrets of yourself. You have to uncover the hidden secrets of yourself in order to be able to discover who you truly are. Because if you don't know who you truly are, you will keep trying to fight for the light when you haven't even tapped into your own darkness. Because when you tap into the darkness, it doesn't mean bad. It doesn't mean negative. It just means opposite, right? That's all it means. Delicious. That's all it means, okay? Like, when we tap into the opposite, like, it's a beautiful thing. And once we understand that we are both the light and the darkness, and if you're so interested in seeing that, you are light and you are dark, you are both, and I really want you to check out this book, link below, because you need to understand that God exists within you. The inner energy of everything that you've been ever seeking for has always been inside of you. And this book is going to literally inspire you and awaken some type of knowledge within you, because it's nothing that I'm teaching you. It's just awakening what you already know. And you deserve to know that you are God in human form. You are experiencing life as God, as a human, because everything on this entire universe, in this entire earth, is one. We are all one. One entity, one thing, one form, one source, one energy. That's what we are. And once you understand that, it will be so easy for you to understand that you are both feminine, masculine, dark and light, polarities, positive and negative. Everything has that. Acidic, alkaline. Everything is feminine and masculine if you want to think about it like that. And you can't tap into your inner God, inner creator, inner universal energy if you don't understand that you are both dark and light. If you don't understand that you are both feminine and masculine energy. You are both of those things. And nothing and no one can ever change that. And most of us find ourselves out here unbalanced within our own energies because we don't understand how to balance the other side. And this is coming from a personal perspective where I'm telling you that I still haven't mastered it. It's very hard, but it's about day to day you making a small effort every single day and understanding that how can I make a change within myself to get further balanced. But it's not something you need to really make an effort in. That's another thing too, is that we feel like we need to try so hard to be what we already are. Isn't that crazy too? That is something that I'm telling you, read my book. That's something that you struggle with, of not understanding your greatness, or even if you do understand your greatness, or you have trouble balancing and understanding that there is so much of an energetic source within you. It's a beautiful read, and I want you to click the link down below because it's on pre-order and it's actually coming out on my birthday on May 14th, but so it'll be ready in about 2 weeks. But we all need to understand that we are polarity. We exist on all planes. We're feminine, we're masculine energy, and that everything that we seek has already been inside of us this entire time. And I really want to keep hitting on this dark and light subject. So next time I see you guys, we're going to hit on this again, and I thank you. Thank you for those who subscribe. Thank you for those who like the video. If you like the video, let me know down below what you found the most useful. Click the link down below for the pre-order of I Am the Light Amongst Darkness, because that's what you are. You are the light amongst darkness. You are life amongst darkness. You are the masculine amongst the feminine, or the feminine amongst the masculine. It could be said either way. So I appreciate you. And Ashe, amen, and I'll see you guys next time.